Missing in action for the past 2.5 years, FooSarr returns bolder than ever before. An unpopular decision perhaps, but after this playthrough of Doom Eternal, I will forego Doom content on the channel just for a while. My absence has been partly due to burnout and partly because I started working a new job. YouTube and work life are incompatible, or at least they were until I made the decision to start uploading playthroughs like you see here. Historically, I've only uploaded concept videos, apart from the one time I uploaded a Terraria video that nobody cared about, and concept videos are very time consuming to make, so I decided to put the channel on the back burner for a while. Over time, I worked on scripts and refined some of the best ideas I had. These ideas I plan to close out Doom content on the channel with, and you'll see them as the last 7 FooCepts for Doom. But in the meantime, here's my playthrough of Doom Eternal. I'm a bit rusty, definitely need to get the hang of it again, but if you want to learn more about me, check out the FooVerse website for more information. And with that out the way, it's good to be back, and thank you for waiting. The name is FooSarr, and as YouTube's most wanted, you're probably wondering where I've been the past 2.5 years. Well, I'm here to tell you a very boring answer. I've been kind of busy. But we're here to play Doom Eternal for you guys. I'm gonna play through the entire game. I'm gonna do everything because I don't actually remember the last time I played through all of Doom Eternal, so we're starting fresh. I know it's kind of hard to see because the HUD's kind of transparent, but we have 100 health and we'll have a maximum of 50 armor. So yeah, we are right at the beginning all over again. Yeah, so anyway, I've been busy. And that's probably the best way I can put it, without being too revealing of my life and whatnot. Oh, we get a choice here. So we either get these sticky bombs or full auto. We're obviously going with sticky bombs because full auto is only useful in the DLC because of the stone imps, which I very much dislike and disagree with the design philosophy behind that. Stone imps suck. If you like them, you also suck. They're not, they're just, no. Stone imps, they just suck, man. They just suck. I don't know what else to tell you. So yeah, to give you a little bit more detail, I have been working on my personal life, and not in the sense where it's like, you know, I want to be a better person and whatever, because I'm already the best person there is, let's be real. Okay, maybe that's a bit egocentric, but no, I got a new job. And I wanted to focus on that job for a little while. And to do that, that means I had to forego YouTube just for a short while. And in that time, just focus on the job and what was required and learning. Because I was going through a little bit of a transition phase there. I was actually working 2 jobs at once. So I was transitioning out of one and into the other. And, you know, it's as anyone who's worked before, so hopefully my entire audience, I'm hoping you're all adults. I know you're not. I've read the comments. I've read some of your grammar, but I digress. No, it was difficult to sort of manage the two things, YouTube and this whole job thing. Oh my gosh, FooSarr working, real? Question mark. Not clickbait. Going to a job. Yes, it's true. FooSarr does work in the real world. I am part of the workforce. I don't donate my time. I make money. Anyway, so in this time, it was a little codex entry, very nice. Oh, little cutscene. Now, I haven't played Doom the Dark Ages, and I honestly don't plan to. But if this guy is in Doom the Dark Ages at all, can you guys let me know in the comments below? Because the inclusion of these 3 Hell Priests was always just kind of strange to me in Doom Eternal. They kind of came out of nowhere along with the rest of the plot for this game. If you can't tell from my videos, I've had an interesting relationship with the plotline for Doom Eternal. Anyway, getting back on track. Yeah, focusing between the 2 jobs. Man, I wish we could fight a Titan in Doom Eternal. I just wish we could. And I'm not saying the Slayer didn't do anything like that, because the Icon of Sin is kind of like that, but just a normal ass Titan. Like if we got to fight one right now, you know, we climb to the top of this and we just start wailing on it. That would have been so damn cool, but alas, here we are. Another thing I want to mention is all these little like arc mech suits littered about the place. Or even here is like a hand of an Atlan, I'm gonna assume. Dude, teasing it through all of Doom Eternal and we never get to use it. Dick move. Absolute dick move. Oh, we got full auto here as well. Interesting. I don't remember having to do that before. Like I said, it's been such a long time since I've actually played this game. Oh geez, how do I swap F? There we go. Sweet. Perfect. I ain't using full auto. Oh damn. Rip homie. That sucks. Got a little secret. Got a little Doom guy. Hell yeah. Anyway, yeah, so working between the two jobs and whatnot, it's a little bit challenging. I'm not gonna lie. But then on top of that, YouTube, it just wasn't even a thought to me, really. So, I don't make money from YouTube, having only, well, at the time of recording this, about, oh my gosh, die. Only about 580 subscribers, which, believe it or not, is about 100 more than when I stopped making videos. So, you crazy bastards have been keeping the channel alive even in my absence. You know, and it's really cool because I've seen some posts. All right, here you go. Use the full auto. There we go. I've seen some posts like on Reddit and other forums and stuff where people are like, do you guys remember FooSarr? Do you remember FooSarr? Do you remember? Just like, oh my gosh. And that was from so long ago as well. But, you know, it's endearing. It's endearing as a creator to see stuff like that. Like, people caring about you. It's like, dude, I'm basically a nobody. Like, what do you mean? I never would have thought the channel would have even got that far. And, hey, 580 people? That's more people than I think I've... No, I've probably met more than 580 people in real life. At least I hope I have. But anyway, it's just a cool metric, either way you look at it. But yeah, anyway... Oh, hang on. Love that feature. So yeah, I don't make money from YouTube. I haven't unlocked monetization yet. Man, I forgot how slow the start of the game was with just like the normal shotgun. It puts into perspective how quick and frantic it gets later on. I love it. I love it. I think it needs to be slow at the start though. Don't get me wrong. Coming back into Doom after not doing it for so long, like this is the right amount of speed for someone getting back into it, I think, which is good. It's been a little bit of a challenge to come back to Doom, just because I honestly had a little bit of burnout with Doom doing these videos for so long, since 2021. Not videos like this. This is new to the channel, and kind of what I want to do moving forwards as well. This sort of style of content. So if you like it, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna keep doing it regardless, but I'd like to know your opinion. Move. Thank you. Jeez. You can die as... You know what? I'll spare you. There we go. I just remember when I first played this game that little spider... What are they called? Arachnotron. That's it. The Arachnotron scared the shit out of me right there. Kind of bullshit that the enemies don't take damage from that, but whatever. Oh yes, give me the scope. Give me the scope. Precision bolt. Thank you very much. So yeah, honestly, a little bit burnt out from Doom. Partly because of just how much I'd been doing it, but also partly because of, well... You know, it's funny. It's a bit of a cliche. So to any aspiring content creators watching this, what they say about the YouTube comments is true. If you make a video and someone doesn't agree with it, they're going to tear you apart. They're going to tear you to shreds. They don't care. They're not going to watch the whole thing. They're not going to understand the art form, so to speak. they're just going to give you their opinion, and you're just expected to follow along with it, and be subservient to them. People in the comments suck, man. Not everyone, don't get me wrong. For the majority of my comments, I have had nothing but the nicest interactions, and people have been absolutely lovely. But some people, bad actors, might I say, have been particularly annoying. There's this one person who I remember, shout out to that guy, you know who you are, and they were very patronizing in the comments, and then ended up joining my Discord server and saying, hey look, if you ever try to make a video on Doom again, just let me know and I can fact check things for you, because you got a lot of things wrong and I don't agree with whatever you did. I was like, dude, what? Leave me the fuck alone. What the hell? But anyway, that was just one extreme example, and whatever, you know, like this type of stuff happens. You can't let it get to you. It's just people are just assholes. But anyway, I don't take it too personally. It is what it is. But just after a while, small interactions like that, they get very degrading and very tiring, and you know, you really do just have enough of them at some points, and just wish you could leave it all behind and do something else. So, you know, I did put a lot of effort into my videos, and I would say I still do. These types of videos are a lot easier to make, which is partly why I'm making them now, and I'll get into that in just a second. But yeah, it's funny. In a way, it's funny, because so I think unless you've been in this exact situation, it's really, really hard to describe. And you know, growing up, I've been on YouTube. I've had unrestricted access to YouTube since about maybe 2012, maybe earlier. So I've seen like the MLG era, I've seen the YouTube poop era, I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all. And now I'd say we're in like the Mr. Beast era, where everyone's like, if you don't have X amount of money to put into a video, you know, if you gotta reach these profit margins, you gotta get these sponsor deals, you gotta, you know, whatever. I'm just like, dude, it is tiring to hear this time and time again. I miss when people were just making videos for the fun of it. You know, they'll just put in something stupid and silly to show their friends at school or work. You know, just like something dumb, something funny. You know, I miss that. Give me that back, right? Nothing against Mr. Beast. I think, well, doesn't really matter what I think of him. He's never gonna hear this. The dude's successful, and with that level of success, I think opinions stop mattering. Do you see him responding to comments on YouTube? No, he's probably paying someone to respond to comments. And hey, all the more power to him for doing that. It's not his fault the entire internet decided to copy his format of videos. You know, my gripes are with everyone else for exactly that, copying and not being original, which is sort of where I stand with YouTube and that sort of thing. I want to bring something unique, something original, something a little bit different. And here I am doing a Let's Play is basically what this is, let's be real. But I wanted to sort of take the Let's Play approach and put a, what do you call it, like a new spin on it in a way. Jeez, we're at the end of the level already. Something I've always liked about these portals is that they're just a flat texture, and from the back they're missing all the effects. You can't enter from the back anyway. But yeah, very funny. I gotta say, one of the most interesting designs that they went with was these titans just being slaves, basically. In Doom 2016, when you go into a titan and there's like a whole level there, you know, I was like, damn, dude, these guys are gargantuan. Maybe it could have just been that one titan, I don't know. But I was always kind of disappointed that they were nothing more than slaves, used to like build cities and hellscapes and whatnot. But hey, it is what it is. It's actually a cool juxtaposition. There's such a powerful demon, but all they do is the peaceful labor. They rarely actually attack you. So I think it's cool. Even though we don't get to fight one, which, yes, I'm still mad about. Matter of fact, another thing I'm still mad about is that Doom Eternal, right? Look at this set piece. Like, this shit is straight out of, like, Diablo. Alright, it looks cool as hell. And no pun intended. And you know, the level just, well, the game just kind of starts like this. This is like, here you go. Things have happened. We don't care. Figure it out. I would have liked a little bit of context between Doom 2016 and Eternal, but alas, here we are. No context land. Alright, the Fortress of Doom. Probably one of the weirdest, like, hub worlds ever. Wait, I can't interact with this? No? Nothing? Alright. Oh, okay. Now this worked, I guess. What the hell? So yeah, this is another aspect of Doom that I completely forgot because I've just been playing on the one save file for so long, but you just upgrade this layer. This is probably one of the coolest set pieces early on. I love this. This is really cool. Again, hinting, Mech versus Titan. Never happens in Doom Eternal. Yes, I'm mad about it. Oh my gosh, it's a gargoyle. The demons, they're revolving. It's something I talk about in my concepts every now and then. In fact, these new ones, I mention it as well. Oh, I got a direct hit by that. Lucky Cacodemon. But yeah, I talk about demon evolutions as the game progresses quite often, and I gotta say, these are my favorite zombie designs in Doom Eternal. These guys look really cool. But yeah, the gargoyles are basically just imps that can fly. And I think that's really cool. I think it's so hilarious that they play like the heavy combat track for just a normal Hell Knight. I guess at this point in the game they are kind of a little bit challenging to defeat. Gee, I wonder if there's a secret here, guys. I got no idea. More collectibles. Ah, the runes. The runes, I'd forgotten these. Speed boost, 100% speed boost. Going fast is what makes this game frantic, and I love it. I love it. So yeah, the future plans for the channel are, well, to continue like playthrough type things like this. Oh, another secret. What's this gonna be? A little Arachnotron. Just because I think this content is going to suit me personally. Yeah, I know, I'm selfish, whatever. Wow, that is a huge speed boost. Okay, maybe these guys are a little bit challenging to fight this early on. Maybe just a little bit. I lied. There's just explosions going on, and that's why I'm getting overwhelmed. It's not actually challenging. There's just a lot of things happening. That was the whole arena. Soul Sphere. Don't mind if I do. Alright, where else? Where? I get so turned around in these games. Where do I go? And I don't have the dash yet either. I think I get that very shortly. Future plans of the channel are sort of to do this type of thing more often because it's easier to produce than a concept video. Don't get me wrong, concepts are always going to be a part of the channel, absolutely always. They are how the channel got started, they are the bread and butter. That ain't ever going to change. But oh, what the hell are you doing? Doom Guy, you are not on the playground right now. Please get back into the action. This style of video it's just easier to make, and I'm still going to continue being busy because I have decided to get into tertiary education. FooSarr, studying and working? What the heck? I know, I'm a busy man. What can I say? But I've still got time for you guys, I still got time for the comments, I still got time for the videos, and you know, I don't want that to change, because as I realize by not making these videos for so long, it kind of sucks to not make these videos. I don't want to have to choose between YouTube or progressing in my personal life, so I said, screw it, let's do both. You know, there's obviously going to be some trade-offs, and obviously a trade-off that you'll immediately see is these playthroughs instead of the usual sort of concept, highly edited type videos, which I usually do, and that's a direct result of all this. And hopefully these are enjoyable and you get something out of them, because if not, well, I don't know, that sucks, I guess. Here we go. Best power up in the entire game. yellow Doom guy. Guys, look who it is. It's the true antagonist of the Doom series. She's there, watching all along. It's like the G-Man. She's there. She's deadly, but we don't exactly know why. Jokes, I did a video on it, go check it out, it's kind of funny. Anyway, so yeah, making videos like this is sort of what I want to do, and I got an idea to make it more interesting and more engaging, so don't fret if you find this kind of boring. It's a lot of talky content, but, you know, in the advent of AI and the decrease in human-to-human engagement, being subservient to the bots, so to speak, I think conversations are something people need to start having again, because what the hell? Alright, I'll take it. That's a win. Conversations are something people need to start having again, because it's been a real lack of conversing lately, and you know, we just use internet slang to communicate with each other, and I think that kind of sucks. Alright, here we go, a little bit of a challenge here. Don't remember what it is, but I think it's just kill a certain amount of enemies in a certain amount of time. Yeah. Uh-oh. Easy done. Cool. I don't remember what that does for me, but I did it. Exaltia Part 2 kind of built into the same level, which I think is really cool. Yeah, interesting choice. Takes you to hell. Hell this early on. Get the plasma rifle, which, as everyone who followed Doom Eternal as it released would know, the plasma rifle looked like it was actually going to be first grabbed in the Mars Core. Yeah, that's more like it. I'm getting the hang of it as I'm playing, which is good. I think that's how the game has been intentionally designed, that you sort of get the hang of it as you progress. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've seen that glory kill before. What the hell? That's kind of cool. Look, it's the purple goo. Makes it so you cannot jump, and your dashes are kind of useless as well. Yeah, this purple goo sucks. Even though I use it in a lot of my concepts, because I think it's interesting, I do agree it sucks and it's very annoying. So just another aspect to talk about real quick. Here is the hand of an Atlan mech. Again, one of the things that are teased throughout the entire game. And here we see the Doom guy powering it up to use the mech hand to blast a hole in the wall. I just want to say, really quick, why the hell are these mechs not playable or used in any other aspect of Doom Eternal other than this level, really? It seems like a tease, and a very unfair tease as well. Now, in case you're curious, I have actually gone ahead and established a website, and that's where I'll be putting all of my concepts and sort of behind the scenes stuff onto. And sort of my reasoning for that is just because I discontinued using Discord. This is in light of the lovely age verification bullshit that's plaguing the internet at the moment. And look, Discord has a horrible track record, so to keep yourself safe and keep your information safe, I would recommend not using Discord. But again, Mech versus Titan, why don't I ever get to do it? I'm sorry, I'm actually really upset about this. Not saying you have to do anything, or you know, you're gonna lose your information if you stay on Discord, but I'll put a couple of reports up on screen, a couple of news articles. I'll link them in the description as well. Might be worth checking out. I'll just say that much. Being informed is honestly the best tool you have to defend yourself in 2026, and yeah, just stay safe out there. I don't want to fearmonger, so, you know, keep using Discord if you want. I don't care. But, you know, just so you're aware. Wow, the plasma rifle is so strong. In the OG Doom's plasma rifle, again, was really strong. There we go. Give me all of my health back. I'm on 12 health. Okay, he didn't give me anything. That's alright. There's one good thing about Doom, and that is, well, new Doom, not necessarily old Doom. Old Doom was pretty unforgiving at times. New Doom, it doesn't matter where you're at, health-wise, armor-wise, you can come back pretty consistently, pretty easily. Alright, beautiful. That was the first, like, proper arena, I'd say. So yeah, cool to see how the game ramps up in difficulty, because you know, like I said, and I have been saying throughout this whole video, I'm really bad at dodging attacks. Is exactly that, you know, I haven't really played this game since it came out back in 2020, and you know, started making videos on this game in 2021, and since then I've kind of just been using the same profile, like the same save, so I had all the levels unlocked, all the cheat codes to make the video look as good as I could, you know, like the cinematics and whatnot. So yeah, actually playing this again from start to finish will be really eye-opening, and hey, it may even inspire to make another concept. If you've seen my Nightmare Demon video, that kind of is paired with this one in a way, like I'm uploading them together, they'll be complete at the same time, then yeah, you'd know that the Doom FooCepts series is coming to a close, and my reasoning for that is purely, again, with that Burnout scenario. It might not be the end of Doom content forever on the channel, it most likely isn't. Also, we can walk on this, which implies that the Crucible isn't made of energy, it's also made of whatever this solid material is. Yeah, I have made the decision to kind of close out the Doom FooCepts series, and really that's just so I can focus on other things that interest me a little bit more. I'm not saying Doom doesn't interest me, Doom's always going to be a part of the channel identity, I think. I don't think I can get away from that. It's always going to linger around in some aspect, and that's fine. I don't mind that. Doom is cool. I do really like this game, but you know, after a while, yeah, it is kind of samey. And I don't know if I can make an entire... Damn, that ragdoll went! What the... Alright. I think this is so hilarious. They got the Mick Gordon absolutely shredding right now. And I'm here walking on purple goo. The enemies are walking super slowly towards me. Yeah, this is tense, man. That was it. Three demons, two of which were just zombies. Poor placement of music there, I think. Man, shout out Mick Gordon, honestly. He doesn't need my shout out, that's for sure. Everyone knows him. But, what a guy, man. What a guy. Even outside of Doom Eternal, the guy has been insanely successful, insanely influential, and me and my brother, we look up to Mick Gordon quite a lot. Watches behind the scenes stuff for other games. He's working on Defect at the moment, or has worked on Defect, which is a really cool looking game. I'm kind of keen to give it a go. It looks interesting. And yeah, his design philosophy around music and design is just really damn cool. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. Mick Gordon is such a guy, honestly. Awesome dude, really awesome dude. I'd love to meet him someday. But yeah, the crazy bastard has like 4,000 synths. He's rigged them all up together, like this whole wall of just sound. It's really cool. Unlike that cutscene, I don't know why we needed a cutscene to work that out. I thought it was pretty self-explanatory, but hey, maybe some people like those game journalists Those pesky game journalists. Maybe they struggled. Sucks if you can't do a bit of platforming, but yeah, maybe don't get into game journalism if you can't. Oh yeah, the Slayer key. Yeah, here we go. I remember all of these. Now these were actually quite challenging because they gave you demons that you weren't going to necessarily be prepared for. So I'm gonna try and lock in a little bit and stop yapping. This should be interesting. Let's see, this will be a test if I've got the skill. Oh, here we go, a Dread Knight. Yeah, here we go. Too easy, too easy. Alright, there we go. Got a little bit close to dying there, but yeah, for only having 100 health and 75 armor, and 3 weapons, like literally the combat shotgun, the heavy cannon, and plasma rifle, I think I did alright. I think I did alright. So anyway, I don't remember what I was saying, but yeah, Mick Gordon, absolute legend. Greatly respect his work, respect what he did for Doom. Hope he comes back at some point, but given this situation, I completely understand why he wouldn't want to. Okay, the Betrayer. Yeah, this guy's cool, but again, you know, haven't played Dark Ages. Don't know if the story continues in any way, shape, or form. Sentinel Hammer, that's cool. That's what you get in the DLC, so it's cool to see here. I think it is actually his that he gives you. So that, yeah, that is really cool. But yeah, dude doesn't get nearly enough screen time. Now, earlier I was talking about moving away from Discord and social media in general, just because, well, quite frankly, I just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it, and I think that's what it boils down to. All this, like, age verification bullshit as well, just kind of like, it was sort of like that last nail in the coffin, so to speak. And kind of, yeah, my last straw, and I was like, nah, screw it, I'm done, see you later. And as a direct result from that, I have, oh, what have I got this on for? What the hell? Must have accidentally pressed it in the Slayer gate. And yeah, so just completely deciding to step away from most social media platforms. I figured I needed a way to communicate with my audience, you guys, outside of videos, which is the easiest way to find me and whatever I do. Oh no, I need, give me sticky bomb grenade. There we go. So yeah, in stepping away from everything, I decided to make a website, the FooVerse. And if you want to keep up to date, I've got a little blog post section on there where I post little updates and, you know, as like little blog entries. I'll keep it somewhat updated, somewhat regularly. So it's worth checking if, you know, say I'm gone for another 2 years, that's where you're going to find your information. Also, if you want to contact me in any way, shape, or form, I've got new contact information on there as well that I'll be updating again as things change, which they are ever changing. So, but yes, I think most importantly is I'm back. FooSarr is back, and I'm glad to be back because this is my bread and butter. This is what I enjoy doing. This is how I get away from the real world and enjoy myself. So thank you for coming on this journey. This has been the first episode of my ongoing Doom Eternal playthrough. And portal from the backhand side is not nearly as cool as the front. Doesn't matter, we're going in. The name's FooSarr, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.